Good morning to you and happy Wednesday. A few scattered clouds around this morning. We'll have some sunshine in the afternoon. Warm temperatures continue, most of us topping out in a mix of upper 70s to low 80s, which is nowhere near the freezing mark. However, I want to tell you about the next freeze contest we still have going on. That is you getting to our website and to Texomashomepage.com. You got to enter the day, the hour, and the minute that we're going to have the first freeze. I will tell you this contest is not going to last much longer, though. I'd say by Saturday, hint, hint, that we're going to have our first freeze. But the hour and the minute, that's up to you. You have the day now. That kind of gives you a little bit of a slight advantage, but you have to work on the hour and the minute. That's going to be the hard part, I'll tell you that much. Take a look at what's going on over Albany. A beautiful sunrise this morning. Got a few scattered mid to high clouds out there. We'll see a decent amount of sunshine, certainly more sun today compared to what we saw yesterday. A couple more warm days left today and tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. After that, the bottom falls out, so by Friday, it's going to be windy and cold for Veterans Day. If there's any Veterans Day activities going on you're going to be a part of, if it's outdoors, make sure you dress appropriately. That wind is going to cut into you pretty substantially, especially when you go from a long stretch of warm weather. When you get that first real nasty blast of cold air with the gusty winds, it does certainly impact you, so make sure you're dressing appropriately. And also over the weekend, coldest air of the season coming up over the weekend. Here's a look at the almanac. Yesterday's high was 81, started the day at 65. Averages 43 and 68. The records are 28 and 89, set back in 1988. Quick look at the allergy report. Ragweed, the moderate category, tree and grass are both low. We need another round of rain, but the gusty winds that are going to come in behind that cold front definitely going to be moving some pollen around. So if you are sneezing and wheezing, plan on that continuing through the weekend too. Temperatures across the region: 61 degrees in Amarillo, 67 in Austin, 64 in Houston, 66 degrees right now in Wichita Falls, a degree cooler, 65 up in Oklahoma City. Radar satellite, not a whole lot of cloud cover, a few scattered clouds down toward the south. Back out to more of a regional view. You can see there's not much taking place across most of the Lone Star State. Here's what's going on with Nicole, pushing back toward the west. Still a tropical storm, will likely strengthen briefly into a hurricane before it takes a turn and curls back over toward the northeastern part of Florida. So that won't have any impact on us. What will have an impact on us is this monster storm system across the western part of the U.S. now coming on shore. The storm system itself is going to pass to the north of us, and as it moves to the east, the cold air gets pulled in from Canada and the northern plains and gets pushed right down into our neck of the woods. So once that storm system moves by, that's when the invasion of cold air happens for us. As the cold front does move in, there will be a chance for a couple showers and storms late Thursday night into very early Friday. Most of it's going to be Thursday night if we see anything, and then another chance for a few showers as we go into the early part of the week. And temperatures are going to be cool for the early part of the week. Not to the point that we have to talk about any sort of wintry mix, but it's going to be a very cold rain. 81 degrees for the high today, 73 tomorrow. Look at the highs for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, upper 40s to mid 50s. Another front comes in. We're back down in the 40s through at least the middle part of next week, gradually warming back up to around 60 by the end of next week. It's a long stretch of cool weather. We haven't been this cool in several days, or actually several months, and for this long of a stretch of days, that's been a while. So plan your wardrobe accordingly, and I'll put it back on rotation with, look at the lows, back down to the low 30s, around 30. I wouldn't be surprised to see some areas get their first hard freeze of the season over the weekend. Forecast for today, a mix of clouds and sunshine for the afternoon, 81 degrees for the high. We're back down to 64 overnight tonight, then tomorrow's high temperature about 73. Here comes the cold front, and along that front right behind it, a few widely scattered showers and storms. There's not going to be a whole lot of activity with this because that storm system is so far to the north. A little bit of moisture, yes, we'll see a few showers and storms, but by 1 a.m. Friday, those storms are already racing off to the east. A few clouds very early on Friday, and then we'll see a partly cloudy sky in the afternoon. More clouds to the south. Could be a stray shower across southern southeastern parts of Texoma, but most of us just windy and cold. 49 for the high on Friday. It gets even colder as we head toward the end of the weekend and first part of next week, too. Highs for today, upper 70s to around 80, a south wind up about 15 to 25 miles an hour. So hold on tight to the steering wheel, but enjoy a mild day today. Even with that wind, it's going to feel pretty good because once that wind comes around to the north and it's a cold wind, it's not going to feel quite as nice. 73 degrees the high tomorrow. Chance for a couple of those showers and storms. Windy and cold for Veterans Day on Friday. Freeze likely for Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Maybe a couple more showers early next week as well. Stay right there. We have more coming up right after the break.